Yo, what's up, guys? Just gonna do a 20-minute video or something. 2 tables, 50-0, 200 zones, because not a lot of action right now. And I should make a better video being fastful. We probably should have c-bet that, so we're gonna check call instead. Given that we checked like an idiot. He pots now. This is actually kind of dicey. Then we're gonna call. And now never fold. Lucky. We will raise the limper. We will tag. And tag. And tag. A little too loose dice, so let's be honest. Even though I do like ISOing pretty fucking wide. Again, pretty loose. Given the fast fold variant, I think it's whatever. This is interesting. Only player 6 really worried about here, so we'll bet once and give it up. That's unfortunate. A little too ambitious. I think that the 10-7 MPV under the gun limit. We'll be opening, for this video, let's do 100% BVB and a 60% button, something like that. Acceptable open. Going to have to c-bet here. Gonna flat. Well, phrasing's pretty fucking gross. We're gonna have to call raise. And I think we can fold. Given he pots now, I think that makes our decision much better. Some of his bluffs get there, of course, right? He clicks back. Okie-dokie. GG. It's not a bad place to bluff, but I think for clicking back, probably stronger than our exact holding. And we need to have some 2-bet folds, so I guess that's a pretty ideal candidate. I know it's blind versus blind, so he has a lot more 9x, but we have some decent 9x blockers, right? 10-9, 8-9. We'll flat. Can't really raise this. This is an open. We will have to c-bet here. Oh, I meant to fold. God damn it. Not a great turn. Not a great turn. Ugh. It's actually a decent check raise, but I don't think we can check raise back to back this week. So we beat all his non-spades, right? Especially given that he checks turns. Either he has like ace whatever offsuit with the spade that we lose to, or we got it. We will have to float here. This is just how it starts, right? We obviously turn really well. This is definitely a bet for value. If we get raised, we are super fucked, probably. So he's Jack 10, Queen Jack, all offsuit combos, but we can't really go anywhere with our stupid flat. Now we're going to end up winning a showdown and not enjoying what the table's gonna assume of us. What's this triple barrel? Ace king? Ace king should fucking check back, right? Given that sizing, we can do this. He never goes like this with ace jack. He might actually king jack, given our previous hand. We'll actually call. We'll call king mat GG. We had you at some point, and now he looked goofy as hell. We obviously flop pretty decent, as in we get to continue. We could raise flop, but I have not done enough work, especially for hand-on pools, in 3-bet pots at a position check raising ranges. Like, that's kind of tough, right? So now we have the most mandatory bluff ever. Doesn't need to be very big. We're just trying to get him off like ace king exactly, 10s, 9s, 8s. So like something like that, we're gonna have to call. Didn't even have to do the old good luck, buy more chips preemptively. Given how shallow he is, let's just check it back. Hey. Now we hopefully dodge ace 3. There you go. This is gonna be pretty strong, and double gappers probably. We're defending like literally bottom of suited jack range, and B, it's gonna be hard to realize all our equity probably. Multi-way seems fine with me. Not too bothered. Well, let's just keep it multi-way then, eh? He's gonna jam. Okay, that is good. We would like to make it that much. I think we can check around. We're not really worried about any turn, and 8s are everywhere. This is dumb as hell. Pretty good flop. What happened here? He did something pretty. If he was cut off, I would 3-bet. No, this hand is just so fucking stupid. We're just gonna bet. We can't really check raise like ace king. That seems a little goofy. And then we have the nuts. I think we just exploit do this. The king's never folded. I guess we try and get a call out of something. There we go, there we go. Ace king's never folding, king jack's never folding. Let's be honest, fellas. Especially in the complete zone pool, we look like we're general fish overvaluing king x there. We would 3-bet. It's a little shallow, but it probably plays better in a 3-bet pot than not. This should have been a c-bet. This is really, really poor form. That's like a mandatory c-bet, right? We're gonna actually have to c-bet our pair here. Good result, right? Obviously. A little ambitious, but I can't say no. I hope we will be able to somehow make this hand plus EV in a vacuum with our post-flop abilities. And so if we had flush it, he's never folding a jack, right? Unless another spade comes, and then why do we care about that? So let's just check back. Maybe he checks again. He does not. He is value betting a jack here. Do we rep anything by raising river? all our flushes are fucking betting, right? Cool spot. I guess we fold that. It's like, while we can rep shit on river, we don't actually get to rep shit on river due to those value hands really not playing turn like that. Fuck, we can go really small here, right? Not blocking diamonds, we could have bet a little bit more, but it's whatever. I guess we just pot. If he has a flush, he has a flush. If he has a diamond, he might not fold. Just click all in? Probably not. We will be opening. I think this just works way too often, but I don't love it, obviously. Yeah. Man, what do you pot folds for like exactly 3x3 minutes? Big ones deep, yeah, it's kind of goofy, right? But again, he's just a fish mashing pot. Ace deuce, can't do shit with that. Treacherous flop, another pot, and we're actually going to call, I think. And we get another dicey flop. I'm gonna have to call one. Obviously, this flop's way better than this, given the positions. Do we bet? Yes, we do. I have to call here, especially for the sizing. And of course, we get the fucking king again. That's not a fun run out. Not that he has like flushes a huge amount of time, but our value bet basically gets nothing done. We go for that thin value. Every ace X that he opens calls that, I think. If he has like ace 5, I'm going to be pretty happy. Ace jack. Not bad. We call. This guy's never folding. But we'll stick with our 100% open. Of course, we meant that on the zone tables, not these tables, because we obviously have a little more intuition here. But we're going to have to start off with a bet. It's not one of our cards exactly, but it might be good to bet twice versus this type of player. And now it just looks like we spewed off 12 big blinds or something. Please value that your jacks on the show us yet. This deep, I think we should only ever be flatting. His 4x indicates he might be actually a good player. Well, if he goes with a third pot size bet, which he probably should. Hey, he does. Okay, we're playing someone who's apparently watched a training video once or twice. We call. That card's obviously better for us than for him. We check back. We will have to call once again. He sizes up bigly. Good result for us. And good fucking result for us. We call once more, and we dome him with the nuts. We actually value bet here. That's not the nuts. Well, it pretty much is, dude. I don't know what we're going to get called by. Aces and kings are going to assume we have flushes at some reason. We should have probably thought more about the sizing. I have aces or kings with the club. Queen 10 with the flush. I like his play every street. Even let us bluff. Knowing that he's 3-betting like 15% or whatever, small blind V button, we definitely could have bet more, given he's going to have more flushes in range and shit. What are you doing, dude? So we have like top and bottom, so there's nothing else, I guess, except to get it in. If you got a set, nah. King 10, nah. King 8, suck my dick. If he folds, I don't know what you have, dude. If he times out with the better hand, that's cool. That is perplexing. Not sure. What are you repping? So he makes a 4x, he checks, he calls. So he definitely has like 8-7 and shit. Right? Which might raise, but to raise fold, dude? Especially for that sizing? Like, you're not bluffing there with a 9. I mean, he might... No, because his sizing indicates that he's obviously not able to bet fold shit there as a bluff, right? Like, if we're 200 big blinds deep and he does something like that to an appropriate size, then, you know, well played, you're sick. And you got me to make you fold and miss it on extra value, sure. You can check this. And we will defend this. I'm imagining our image at this table is kind of wank right now. This is a 3-bet, says the RNG. We have the ace of spades. This is a pretty good float. Obviously, we cannot fold this. I forgot our policy. Really want to raise it, but it's not a dude to act. Can't really. I think we can happily fold that. No. Okay. Feels like ace deuce off. We could definitely squeeze. Guy's deep enough that we can ISO, especially on the button and with a playable hand. Don't see why not. Not bad result. Scoop up 250 in dead money. Only risk 450 to do it. I store it fairly often, but not all that often. Guess we missed the fish tag. This table's looking actually pretty shitty, pretty nitty. No limpers except for this dude limps. I'm gonna assume. Okay, twice. I want to flat, but I'm gonna time bank flat, I think, as opposed to 3-betting. Just so we can have a better chance of buying the button. And that's why you don't 3-bet, right? Keep those ranges wide. Let's get some more 2-pair combos in there. Let's just flop the nuts. Now I'm guessing we're not gonna get any value, which is dumb because there should be a lot of continuing range, especially big blind, right? He's got a lot of combos here. Perfect card, perfect turn card. Let's get some more money in there. What do we need to do? 12? So that's like, nah, let's go like 14, 5. 35, he puts in 15 more, he's got 40, we got less than pot size bet. I call you, please no shot. Wow. King 10. Okay. I guess we fold. Apparently 100 mil today is going pretty good. I wish it was on the graph, but I do not import those hands because I've never, like that can't be asked to do, man. I would like to know my win rate. I assume it's somewhere like 7 or 8 bigs, something like that. But no idea. It's probably better off not knowing. Yeah. The minimum ISO size, that makes sense. Any folds? Interesting. I guess we can call it last orbit here, fuck. And last orbit here. It's getting on. It's like, what, 20 minutes? No one's folding if you make it 4 or 350. I think their range is pretty inelastic. Seven nine suited is only in his range. It should not be in his. Call this last orbit. Wow. Okay. Just running like a dream right now. We could lead raise. Or we could raise him, and I think it's okay. I'm gonna have to make it that big. Make it something dumb like that. If he's king jack, right, we're gonna lose anyways. But he might have some open-ender shit that we could maybe encourage to get in now. We're blocking flush draws, but not the ace-high flush draw, which is more important. If we make it like 1850, he's done, right? Yeah. Go on, son. Wow. So he had some queen jack type shit that led for some reason. But calling a raise is pretty crazy, right? And we'll call this last orbit here and we'll wrap it up. So I don't think we bought in at all except for the initial buy-in for any of these two tables. That's 360 big blind day. Is that right? Something like that. And down 35 big blinds at 50. For that sizing, we can fold or raise, and I think folding is a bit better. That's a fucking big bet. It feels like a half pot bet. I think it's a pretty obvious float, right, with the back doors. And again, likely sometimes the best hand, but not to 5 and a 6. And if he's betting 5 and a 6, he only has, I think he had like 80 blinds. Raising gets gross for the SPR on turns. Because what do you raise to? Like 16. He calls, it's like 40 in the middle, and he's gonna have like 60 back or something. That gets really gross if we flop a diamond or a gutter or an open ender. Or I mean, if we turn any of those shits. I think we actually started with the bet here. And obviously bet folding the street. We never continue betting on this turn with this particular holding. We actually dodge all the diamonds. He's gonna have to bluff at some frequency, right? With all his ace of diamond 10, ace of diamond queen, all those things. Probably ace of diamond pretty wide, it's big blind. But this is, if we're calling 4s and we're calling fucking everything. That's not true actually, because our c-bet and check back turn is gonna be pretty wide. That might be a better call. Maybe not having the diamond. I've got to stick to our. That's an interesting spot actually. I don't think about it more. He's gonna have a pretty fucking wide continuing range, so this c-bet's gonna work at a pretty low rate. But we have some turns. Guess like one of these. Like what's our value here? Even like queen 10, queen 9. And obviously all better. Just queen 9 c-bet. Oh my god, dude. So what calls? This is kind of stupid, right? What calls flop and turn? That we're ahead of now. 7x. 7x really calls turn. Suppose. Yeah. Take it. Yeah, so that was it. Up until next time, boys. Smell you later.